the chat box to engage with us. I see my team is fully here. So as I continue with the session, the team will also assist with responding to any of the other queries which you may have, or any clarification you may have. In terms of presenting, really, I'm also joined by my academic head, who will also just be taking you through the structure of the program. So yes, that's us looking forward to just engaging with you. As I've noted, the agenda is not overly long, because for me and my team, we just want to engage with you and just also get to hear some of the questions you have, or even also you just want to maybe note one of the reasons why you are here, what you heard about EndoNamo professional course. Please do let us know, and then we'll also just continuously engage on that. But in terms of the agenda, again, really, I'm going to take you through who EndoNamo is, just very brief background, which will also just include some of the team members. You'll also get to engage with the professional team, and myself and my caretaking team, who are here to just serve you. And Ferdinand, who's our academic head, is going to come through and take you through the structure of the program, what you can look forward to. He will also be answering some of the question of saying that we know APC to only start in April. Why are we starting now? So he's going to take you through the structure of the entire program, and some of those will also be including why EndoNamo. And I'll come through towards the end and maybe just take you through briefly some of the general information. And this will also just include the registration processes and any other platform which we use in terms to engage with you and to serve you. So yes, so that's the brief agenda we're gonna go through tonight. All right, and maybe as I go through this, as I've noted, please do not hesitate to raise your hand, and we'll acknowledge you. Do not hesitate to also drop anything on the chat. My team is here to ensure that we keep the ball rolling, and we make sure that anything which you had maybe to clarify is resolved before we finish this session. But also before we started, there were a couple of those who were asking to say that the session be recorded. Please note that the session will be recorded as long as you registered through our Open Day link. Once the session, the team is, the session is ready, they will upload and share the link with you before the end of tomorrow. I'm putting my team here on the spot. Before the end of tomorrow, everyone who is on the link and who have registered for the Open Day will have the link for the Open Day. And also for those who may want to come later on, the Open Days are also, the Open Day videos are also available on our website. You can also just get them there. Yeah, so in terms of who EndoNamo is, really, this is what we call ourselves the family of transformation. This is what really brought the existence of EndoNamo. For us is to say that in the accounting profession, we can play a role in making sure that the profession is transformed by partnering with the likes of yourself as you continue on your professional and academic journey to becoming that responsible business leader. So we have different brands, a couple of updates which we have had. We have, I think we have been in existence. This is our 12th year. Last year, we celebrated 11th year, our 11th year anniversary in August. EndoNamo really started initially when we were just supporting the CTA candidates who were doing the CTA with the different institution as a support program. And from that, as we continued to engage and support our candidates, the need for us to also have EndoNamo board course, which went on to also just support the candidates who were sitting for the then ITC and the new IAC, which the first cohort for IAC are sitting next week. We're excited and looking forward to having positive results from that. And that is when the EndoNamo board course was born. And this, as I was saying, that it was mainly just to make sure that we enrich the candidates who are going to sit also for the first board exam, or for what we call now the initial assessment of competence, to make sure that the technical foundations are strengthened, to ensure that when they go sit for the assessment with the different institutions, they have a better chance of succeeding. And in 2020, just after COVID, Endunamo Professional course was accredited as the third professional program provider, and we have been providing the professional program for those who are going to sit for the assessment of professional competence. And we have been running the program for the past 5 years, as I've noted, and this is our 6th year. And not so new, last year we got accredited by the Institute of Chartered Accountants in Zimbabwe, and this will be our 2nd year. We're looking forward to continue to ensure that we support different candidates from the different walks to ensure that as you finish your assessments, as you complete the different professional skills, you become that well-rounded expert and responsible business leader. So this is really the family of Endunamo, and we are here to say that we are here to partner with different stakeholders, and in this case, yourself, as you edge towards the success of you becoming that responsible business leader. So on our overall, this is who Endunamo is, and these are the different brands which we operate under. Maybe before I can go to the next one, just want to see if there is anything before I go through my team, if there's anything maybe to clarify. Right, I don't see any hands, but yeah, maybe just as a reminder for those who also maybe just joined us, please, you're welcome to raise your hand, and you're also welcome to drop any chat, and the team is here to ensure that they do attend to any clarifying area you may need, or any clarification question you may need. So please do also engage. Let's engage. This is our session for us to just get to know Endunamo, and also maybe to also just get to know who you are and what you're looking forward to in your APC success, towards your APC success. So as I've noted, in terms of Endunamo, we also pride ourselves that we have a well-rounded team of experts in the different areas, and the team, not only them just being experts, but the team who are passionate about developing others. And this is a snapshot of our team. It's not not all the team members are here, but it's just a snapshot of our team, and we are supported by other team members who are not necessarily also projected in this slide. On top, in terms of the management team, it's myself. I'm the managing director for Endunamo. I am here to just make sure that all your needs are really all round are taken care of. For me, is that I always say that when the caretaking team right there, I say that I am the super caretaker, I'm the super administrator. Whatever we say we're gonna deliver, I need to make sure that we have indeed delivered to you and the different stakeholders. We also have our academic head, who's Fedi, and as I've noted, he's the one who ensures that the structure of the program is such that it will support you to become that well-rounded business leader. The structure of the program ensures that you are developed towards your success, in this case of APC, but also as we always stand for us, it does not only end with you being successful in APC, but we want you to also go out there and become that responsible business leader who makes a difference in your different areas which you may be occupying. We also have Rendani, who's our CEO. He is responsible for just the strategic focus of the organization in terms of where we're going. He gives us those strategic ideas in terms of how we can also best support you as one of our key stakeholders. Freddy is the academic head. He's also supported by the different lecturing team. And as I've noted, that these are just the heads for the different disciplines, but they are also supported by the other senior lecturing team members, or what we call the professional team, and the other team members who are not necessarily here. First on top, we've got Asen, Mr. Malola. He's passionate about accounting. So anything to do with IFRS, anything to do with financial reporting. And I'm sure that by the time you continue to engage with him, and as you go through the program, you'll also get to develop that passion for accounting, that these different IFRSs, you will be able to navigate through them, and you'll be able to also engage even with the different members, even outside of the program and within the program with your fellow colleagues as you engage further in terms of IFRSs and accounting. So he is our accounting head, and he's very much passionate about accounting. And I'm sure that as you continue to engage with him, you'll get to learn something. And maybe, you never know, you may also, his passion for accounting may also rub off on you, and you may become also part of that, those passionate people who are very much passionate about the different accounting standards and financial reporting as a whole. As I've noted, in addition, for Fedi as our academic head, he also is our head in auditing and governance. And as I've noted, our different team members here, they're also experts in their different professional areas which they're dealing with. Fedi is also very passionate about lecturing and developing professionals as a whole. He has been with us since inception. So this is when we're saying that we're celebrating the 12th year, he's been with us since then. When the APC was introduced a couple of years ago, he used to be the reviewer of APC. When the assessment was released, he will review to say if this is a well-balanced paper which the candidates will be able to sit, and it will be able to reflect the different aspects which FICA was looking for. So yeah, and as we got accredited, of course, due to conflict of interest, he could no longer be that reviewer. So he is also a leader in his professional environment. He's been qualified for more than 10 years as a chartered accountant. So again, he's very much passionate about developing professionals here. And I'm sure that you'll also get to experience his passion. And I'm sure that you'll also get to also learn something from him. And you will benefit from that passion, and from not only the passion, but which is also coupled by being an expert in the field which he's in. And as I've noted, he is our, in addition of being the academic head, he also leads auditing and governance. Third, we have Elton, but respectfully, we call him Dr. Pullen, and it's because he has studied towards him. Now we can call him Dr. Pullen. He is our MEF and strategy, risk management and governance head. He's also supported by Rendani in that position. Elton also has been with us since the inception of EPC. He also is we call him Dr. Pullen because he has studied, to say, one of his area which he has studied, which is one of the competency area which you require in order for you to be successful in APC, is critical thinking. So one of the workshops, he leads that aspect as well, and the workshops which you'll also get to have when you're going through the critical thinking, and what you really need to be looking forward to as you go through the different case studies, and how to develop this skill, which is very necessary for you to also become that analytic and that critique will be able to assess whatever business case will be presented in front of you, and will also be able to engage in a meaningful manner with your team members, and not only limited to your team members in terms of within APC, but also team members in terms of the professional team, and also in whatever role which you also hold as a professional. So he's very much passionate about developing others. He's been in academia for a while, and he's also one of the season markers also for APC at SAICA. So I'm sure that he's very much passionate and very patient with just engaging with professionals as well. So I'm sure that you'll also get to benefit quite a lot as you continue to engage with him during the session, and even in the different platform we may have. Sorry, was there a hand or something? I think I heard someone saying something. All right. Last but not least, we have Madodonke, who is our tax head. But Madodonke is also very much, I always say similarly to Asen, is very much passionate about the tax legislation, is passionate about the different corporate rules. He's passionate about just tax as a whole. So you'll also get to engage with him. He's also an expert as a tax head and as a tax manager in the role which he also occupies outside of being a member of our professional team in EPC. So as I've noted, the 4 individuals you have in front of you, they're just the academic head. They're well supported by a team of passionate and well knowledgeable individuals who are just also passionate about developing others and also learning and growing. So you'll get to engage with them as the academic, as the different heads, but you'll also be able to engage with the other professional team members who are also not here on this slide. And in terms of, as we always known by our motto is our motto is expert learning with a personal touch. And for us is to understand, to say that, yes, we are able to empower you to become that well-rounded professional in your different areas of work, or in your different areas of being an expert in. But we also do understand that you're still human, and we need to also take care of your well-being. That's we also our program is also very much enriched and connected with the different wellness initiatives we have, and those wellness initiatives are led by ourselves as the team. But then we also have what we call our caretaking team, and this is the team from an administrative and also wellness perspective, who are here to make sure that you are well taken care of. Yes, Freddie and team will be here to equip you and to empower you, but our caretaking team are here to make sure that from a well-being, from a mindset part, from are you settling in well? How is it going? How is work going? How is that case study going? How is work going in terms of maybe you're not able to attend a particular class? They will check up on you to say how is that going. After the assessments, they'll be able to check up on you. They are the ones who run really who administer our different wellness initiative. And there we have Zelia, who's our chief caretaker. She's the one who leads our different caretaking wellness initiatives, which includes just engaging with you, which is the caretaking aspects, the mentorship aspect, the coaching aspects. So she gets to lead to make sure that we have sufficient initiatives to ensure that we are also taking care of you. She's supported by the different caretakers to ensure that they also just engage with you to make sure that you are well supported and you're settling in well and your studies are going well. And if there's anything further ourselves we can also do to make sure that your well-being is taken care of, they get to do that. And as well, we also have Vanessa, who is also part of the caretaking team to ensure that as you register, you have any issues in terms of any IT issues, you are not able to get into Viva Engage. She's able to just reach out to you to make sure that you are just well taken care of and you're well onboarded and continuously supported throughout your journey, so that you get to benefit from just focusing on your studies and on your development. And the team is here to make sure that you're empowered from a professional skills, but you also your well-being is also taken care of. So this is an overview of our team. Do not be alarmed. There's still also other team members who are not here, but these are just what I call team leaders in the different aspects. So this really is the team who's going to be supporting you to make sure that your journey with us is smooth and you're well taken care of. I'm going to pause here before I let Fedi come through to take us through the program structure and what you can look forward to in terms of the program as a whole. I'm just going to pause maybe a minute or so to see if there are any queries or any clarifying areas which we must address before Fedi comes through. Anything at all? What are you guys looking forward to in this APC journey? anyone to break the ice? I'm sure that, it always starts with that one question and then they come flooding in. We love the questions. They help us to engage with you, and they also help us to ensure that we are aligned and we remain relevant to your needs. Go for it, Linda.
Thank you very much for the intro. I just want to know about the duration of the program, how you offer it, what's the challenges, and how we can succeed, and the platform that you offer on. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Linda. I think those are relevant questions and very important. The duration of the program, the challenges, how you can overcome them, the platform we have. And I think as Fedi comes through, is actually going to deal with the first part, which you have noted as the duration of the program. And I think as he also goes through some of our distinctive areas in terms of what we do differently, he will also be talking to the challenges, and I'm going to come through, as I've noted towards the end, talk about the platform which we have. Definitely, Muziwake, we're also looking forward to making sure that we support you. You must always know I'm your best friend. If Fedi and team are doing anything fun, to issue with the certificate, and Fedi is also gonna go through that in terms of saying that how do you get the certificate, to ensure that come the end of the year you are sitting for the assessment. You're sitting for the assessment with a different institute, either it's SAICA, ICAS, ICANN, or which one am I forgetting? The Eswatini one. So yes, the Fedi, Linda, definitely Fedi will take care of some of the questions, but after he's done, he's going to talk to the duration of the program. He's going to talk to some of the challenges which we have noting the candidates are going through and how we are responding to those, or how we have responded to those challenges. And I'm going to come through, talk to you about the platform. And I think this is where I was saying that we do have the different caretaking teams to ensure that as you get through our platform, it becomes an enabling area, and you're able to ensure that you engage with us. And I see my online team, they're all here. So none of the online issues will be left untended. I'm looking forward to it. I see Vanessa, Peter, and Divo are here. Definitely also just making sure that when I talk about platforms, they'll be able to support me in that aspect as well. Just checking on Fedi. If Fedi is ready before, maybe I can just take one. Okay, I'm not sure if this relates to what we are talking about, but it is necessary. Is it necessary to purchase new handbooks? Yeah, I'm gonna leave this one to Fedi as well, to say that if you have, I'm assuming 2022, 2023, or 2023, 2024, do you need new handbooks? I'm gonna leave this to Fedi to respond to it before I come through. Just checking Fedi if he is ready for the presentation.
You can't see me.
I can't see you, Fedi. Why are you hiding?
I've been on camera since.
Is it?
Yes,
I
you
think some
called my
people
name.
okay. I think I love it's a bigger family today. That's why I could not see. I'm like, where is my academic head?
I
He
know.
cannot let me go through the structure, and especially the certification. I want him to take that one because I take care of the candidates and he develops them.
Thank
So
you. You
you
leave
can
me
go
for the
for
tough parts. Thank you. Thank you, Eric.
yes.
Okay, you can push to the next slide. And good evening, team. Good evening, everyone. Really an honor to be presenting to you guys our program. It's always quite refreshing and exciting to launch a program every year like we've done in the last 5 years. I'm going to take you through what you can expect in the program so that by the end of tonight, you actually are like, Ere and team, where can I sign up? Because I'm really ready to become a chartered accountant. I'm ready to journey with EPC and Indunamo on this exciting journey where you are going to be transformed into becoming a responsible business leader. Guys, the structure of our program is as follows. We've got 4 phases that you see on the left-hand side of the slide. We've got the foundation phase, the development phase, the demonstration phase, and the assessment phase. If we start from the top at the foundation phase, that is now. So on Saturday, we will be kicking off the foundation phase. So you don't have a lot of time to go and think whether you want to jump onto this train or not. I would say jump right into it so that you can swim with the rest of us. So what do we do in this foundation phase? And we call the foundation phase a voluntary phase because not everyone needs to do the foundation phase, but I think it has proven over the last couple of years that the foundation phase is another critical phase of the program. So what we do in the foundation phase, we develop and redevelop your technical competence. And someone will be like, but why focus on technical competence? Especially because you having an undergrad and a postgrad degrees from your academic institutions, that was a certification enough to say you've got the adequate level of technical competence. Together with those that have gone the ITC route, or you might have gone through the CIMA route, you have your technical competence. However, when one does APC, and you'll get to see this as the year evolves, is that it's actually assessed on a case study base, and the assessment being a case study based assessment, it's on the foundation and on the premise that you have all the technical competencies that you need. So the case study that you're going to be writing throughout the program and at one of the institutes, SAICA, ICAS, etc., is a technical case study, or it's based on a technical case study, but assessing professional competencies. And I'm going to take you through those professional competencies as well. So basically, the entry point of this program is that you must be technically competent. What does that mean? You must be exceptional when it comes to accounting and financial reporting. You must be exceptional in audit and assurance, in management accounting and finance and taxation. So those are the core technical competencies that are required. So we might be having 80 plus of you guys here, and some of you guys might have completed your degrees a couple or more years before, and some of that technical competencies has dwindled over the years. Some of you guys might have passed your ITC a couple of years ago, or CIMA exams a couple of years ago, which then again, your technical competencies, if you're not using it on a daily basis, might have dwindled. So the foundation phase, which we are kicking off on Saturday, the 18th of January, 2025, is to redevelop that technical competencies and refresh that technical knowledge so that when everyone joins, and I have to emphasize that when everyone joins at the end of March, beginning of April, and they jump into the development phase, you are at the same level as them, because Generally, the people that will be joining at the beginning of April, which is your last entry point, are the people that have just recently passed ITC either this year, last year, 2024, either June or Jan. So if you are not there, I would strongly encourage you to join the foundation phase, including even if you have recently passed ITC, but you feel like you can continue redeveloping your technical competence, especially in a case study context, because the way we develop your technical competence is in an APC format of case studies rather than the normal ITC or the normal CTA. Right, so that's the first phase, which takes place between January the 18th and just before the end of March. And then we give you a little bit of a break in that last week of March, just to go enjoy the human rights long weekend. And then by end of March, then we commence with the development phase. And it's in the development phase that then the cohort will be bigger. So it's really important. That's why I always encourage foundation phase, so that by the time the cohort is bigger, you already know the ropes, you know how we work, you know the structures and everything. So it's really good to kick off with the foundation phase. What do we then do in the development phase? When we get to the development phase, then we say, right, you are technically competent, but a chartered accountant needs to be both technically competent and possess professional competencies. You need to be a professional to be a responsible business leader so that we can certify you as a chartered accountant. So there are a couple of professional competencies. Here we're talking about just being able to articulate yourself clearly in a written format. I'm talking business communication. I'm talking critical thinking. I'm talking business acumen, really understanding businesses, etc. Those professional competencies, including personal attributes, values, and attitudes. Here we're talking about ethical leadership, citizenship, and long life learning. Those attributes as well add to your professional competencies. And we spend April and a little bit of May working through and making sure that you understand those professional competencies. And then middle of May up until middle of June, then we say, let's sit back and show you how we demonstrate this professional competencies in a case study environment. So we're going to give you what I call a mini case study, which is a previous cycle or ICAS or ICANN case study. And then we div it up over time and work through it in the form of mini case studies. So basically showing you how to respond to the tasks in those case studies, okay, in those mini case studies. So that's demonstration phase. So you see, between January and middle of June, we will be developing you, demonstrating to you, etc. Then we get to the assessment phase, which is the last phase and the biggest phase of the program. And when we get there, the assessment phase, what we do, then we say, right, we've developed you, we've showed you how to do it. Now it's your chance to return the favor and show us that you can do it so that we can send you to the institute. So we can send you to SAICA, ICAS, and ICANN. So in that assessment phase, we're going to write 3 case studies. The 3 case studies that you're going to be writing, and the first one is what we call the baseline case study. Okay, baseline. Why the name baseline case study? The name baseline is to just assess where everyone is at in that July month. So when we start the assessment phase in July, we write the first case study, which we call the baseline, because it's going to give us a baseline as to where everyone is at. Who is an eager beaver, meaning is already shooting the lights out, meaning they've listened so well between January and June, and they actually almost ready for an entry into the profession of chartered accountants. So I call them eager beavers because they pass from the word go, okay? Because that's not the expectation. Or you might be someone who is close but not quite there, or someone who really needs serious or significant development. It's okay. It helps us evaluate where you are at. And we know then our profile of our candidates to say, right, there's so many are already outstanding and so many are requiring development. And what are those areas of development? Then the second case study that we write is the final case study somewhere in September. So early September, we write the final case study, and that is a case study that will then determine whether you get the certificate or not. So the eager beavers, if they've done well in the first case study, meaning you either got what we call competent or borderline competent, meaning you are close enough to being competent. And then in the final, if you give us another competent outcome, then we will issue you with a certificate. Okay? But if you are not, okay, or you were not an eager beaver, maybe you started requiring significant development, but now you've showed us that you've improved significantly. And even if you're not quite there, then you've got another opportunity at the beginning of October to write what we call the supplementary case study. And that is your ultimate ending case study to demonstrate competence. And if you get competent in that case study as well, you will be issued with a certificate. I hope that clarifies in terms of the journey that you guys could expect between now and the end of October, beginning of November. And then once you hold your certificate, that's when then beginning of December or so, you're going to be writing your SICA or ICAS or ICANN examination. Okay. All right. Any question so far? I see, Ere, you are dealing with a lot of them, which is great for me. Sandy, go for it.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for all the information. So in terms of the assessments, right, the one in July and September, are they online? Are they in person? How does that work?
Okay, great. And I think Ere was going to also address that one. But pretty much most, okay, do you want to take it already, Ere? I see you moved the slide.
Sure.
Okay.
No, I think I was just moving to the next slide because I saw you were talking about a couple of areas in the timetable. So I thought maybe I'll just project it for the team. But
Yes.
happy to take the assessment.
Okay.
The assessment for both baseline, final, and the supplementary case studies, they are venue based. And the reason why we always actually it's a requirement. We require everyone to sit on a venue-based assessment is to ensure that by the time you go sit for your own assessment with your own institute, you're already accustomed to the different dynamics which takes on that particular day. And as when I come towards the end, I will just also maybe clarify in terms of what are the different venues we have, and where we don't have venues, how do we go about it? So I will definitely also attend to that, Cindy, towards the end.
Thank you, Erin. But yes, what you've projected actually gives us a snapshot. So if you look at the bottom right table, assessment of professional competence, you will see the actual set out of the 3 assessment. I spoke about the baseline, the final, and the supplementary. So in terms of the key dates, so when we do the case study, so what happens is that on a Friday, you get part of the case study, or what we call half of the case study. And that document, we call it a pre-released information. And inside the pre-released information, it will be what the case study, basically telling you about who you are, the company that you work for, and giving you the background of the company, and giving you things that we call triggers to actually trigger you to go and research and study particular areas, because they're going to be assessed on the day of the assessment. So you receive that on the Friday. So you can see the first one you receive on the 27th of June. The final one, you receive it on 15 August. Actually, it's not September, it's August. And then the final one, you receive it on my birthday on the 3rd of October. So hopefully it will be a great one. Then you get 5 days to actually do your research and know that company very well, and make sure as well that you are brilliant when it comes to the technical areas that have been triggered for you to prepare for. So you get the 5 days, being the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, the Monday, and the Tuesday. And then on the Wednesday, that's when you come in at the venue and attempt the case study. So generally speaking, you will require leave from the Friday. At least the Saturday and Sunday are not working days, and then you'll need leave for the Monday and the Tuesday to continue studying and preparing for the day of the Wednesday. So generally, for each case study, you will generally need 4 days of leave. Okay, so the first case study will be written 2 July, the second one being the final 20 August, and the supplementary the 8th of October. Okay. What else? I think I spoke about the development, the demonstration, and assessment of professional competence. Any other question? And Sandy, can you just confirm if I've clarified? Oh, yeah, come through again.
Yes, thank you. That was clear. Just also to ask you, each assessment will be simulated around the actual exam, which is 8 hours long.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So all 3 assessment case studies will be 8 hours long on the day. But then the case studies before. So during the foundation phase, we're going to do a case study, but again, it's just for preparation and just not necessarily for you to evaluate you. And during the both the development and demonstration phase, like I said, we're going to use previous cycle case studies. Again, those we will break them down into smaller pieces rather than the full 8 hours, just so that you can see how to handle them before we really get to the 8-hour mark, which is the baseline, the final, and the supplementary.
That's great. Thank you. And then the other thing is, do you assign it into group work, or is it individual? Or for those 5 days before the exam, are we sitting in classes to analyze the whole case study?
Okay. So, and you can probably see, okay. So if you look at the bottom left slide on the 3rd of May, so by the time we get to the 3rd of May, so before 3rd of May, you guys will be working individually and it will be perfectly fine. Okay. But from the 3rd of May, then we start teaching you how to work as an effective team. We will leave it to you guys to put yourself into teams, because by May, you will know everyone. Well, not necessarily you will know everyone, but you will sort of know most of your peers and colleagues. And then you can assign yourself to teams. And then because it will be well, it's not mandatory for you to be in a team, but it's always encouraged because the work is quite a lot. for you to research and study on your own. So it's always encouraged that you be part of a team and then you work with the team. So, but from May, we will be then showing you how to work together as a team. We will also give you tools and guidance as to how to select your team and make sure that your team is diverse and it's different people from different spheres of or field of studies to make sure that you are able to leverage off each other. So yeah, it will be a mixture between individual work and teamwork.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for that.
Cool. Right. I want to then now, there was another question, hand, but I think it's gone down. Probably I've answered the question as we were going.
Yes, you have answered my question.
Okay,
Thanks,
great.
Betty.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharon. All right. Let's get into this slide. Yes, because this for me is an important slide. As much as the previous slides give you sort of like the journey, this is the one that gives you the meat as to what is really the things that you can expect. Guys, all of you guys, there are 3 things that you can expect from this program. And these are our promises to you that we will deliver. And Eri did mention at the beginning that she will make sure that the promises that I put forward, we deliver. Okay, so she will keep me in check. So the first thing we promise you is that this program will make you excel as a chartered accountant. Secondly, we promise you that you will pass the APC with flying colors. And lastly, this program will recognize you as an individual, meaning you are not just a number. Okay, let me unpack each of the promises because these are the 3 promises that help us, and these are the 3 promises that distinguish us from all the other programs. So when I say you will excel as a chartered accountant, we mean you will be set apart from other chartered accountants. So you will not, the program is not just to get you to be an SCA, but it's to get you to be an excellent chartered accountant. What do I mean by that? By the end of the program, you will have the 3 core skills that we focus our energy and our attention on. The first one being business acumen. What does that mean? What is business acumen? I be able to put you in any sector, in any industry, in any business, and you should be able to thrive in that industry because you're going to be adaptable. And how do we achieve that? Through the program. What we do is we make sure that we bring in industry leaders to come and talk to you about their own industry so that you can have a feel of the different types of industries that are out there. Those are what we call business acumen webinars. We hold those every month to make sure that you guys can have a view of different industries and hear it from the industry leaders because they're going to tell you about what makes their businesses tick. How do they make money in their businesses? What are the risks that they are managing to make sure that they make the money? Okay. And so on and so forth. The other thing that we do is all these case studies that I've been talking about, the foundation phase case study, the demonstration and development phase case study. So those are developmental case studies, including the 3 assessment case studies, are all going to be from different industries to give you a practice and to put you in a position where you research those industries yourself and are able to develop your business acumen and not just be focused on one industry. Okay. Also, another element that's going to come when I'm going to talk about mentorship is that you're going to have an option to have a mentor. And we encourage the mentors to also share with you the industries that they're in and how they're making money to understand their business model, risks, and how they're mitigating those. So our focus on business acumen is quite extensive so that you become more than just an ordinary chartered accountant, including critical thinking. So critical thinking is another core skill of chartered accountants, and it's something that is important to make sure that you are a responsible business leader. You need to be questioning decisions. You must not be taking things at face value. You must probe and ask for further information before you approve deals or you analyze a scenario or whatever the case might be. So you need to develop a questioning mind, and that is what critical thinking is all about. And that's why we've got Dr. Elton Pullen, who has studied at a PhD level critical thinking, to deliver a critical thinking workshop, to give you the tools that you can use at all times to ensure that you develop that core skill. And again, our sessions in terms of contact sessions, lecturing sessions, and our case studies will continue developing that skill. Business writing, I spoke about articulating yourself very well in a written format. We don't want you to be at the end of the program saying, yeah, actually, I thought about that in an exam, but I just didn't write it down. Or what I wanted to say in my response in my paper was this. If that's what you wanted to say, why did you not say it? And we develop that. And you see, these skills are not the skills that will just get you to pass, but those are the skills that will make you shine as a chartered accountant even beyond passing. So what we do with business writing, we have a 2-week workshop with our business writing experts. So we've got language experts, resident language experts that we get every year to come and spend time with you to demonstrate to you and show you how to articulate yourself in a written format, considering expressing yourself clearly, considering the audience that you will be talking to at all times, taking into account the structure, the layout of your presentations, etc., so that your documents that you write back to us are always the most professional documents ever. So those are the promises and how we deliver to you, back to you, in terms of making sure that you set yourself apart from other CAs. And then, I guess, maybe some of you guys, your primary goal is, of course, to pass APC. And with flying colors is what I will add. And this we do through a comprehensive support structure, through regular tasks, venue-based assessment, mini case study assessments, CTA videos, and the Viva Engage. I'll unpack each of them. So comprehensive support structure, what I mean is that you will be supported throughout. And you're not just being supported by the caretakers.
Maybe send it to me.
Can someone just mute? Munyanga, I think you are on. Yes, thank you. So who supports you? So I will take it from the top and say, even the highest office. So you've got your academic head here talking to you. You will have direct access to the academic head in terms of their WhatsApp. So you can WhatsApp them at any time and you will get a response. You've got access to your professional team's WhatsApps, including setting appointments with them on Viva Engage or engaging them on Viva Engage. So those are the things that I'm talking about when you say comprehensive support. Then you've got your caretaking team that Eric took you through to say, this is the team that cares about your well-being and making sure that you are on track with your studies. Then you've got your coaches that we will be or bringing in to talk to you guys about your well-being, your mental health, etc. And then you've got your mentor. So you can understand you've got avenues of support that you can go to at all times. Then venue-based assessments, as Ere has said, to simulate what you're going to write at SAICA and ICANN is venue-based. So we mandate that you have, for all three assessments, you've got venues that you can go to. And these venues, as Ere will say, they are those that are being used by SAICA or ICAS or in close proximity. So you're already practicing the logistics of driving there, etc. My favorite one, the CTA videos. So remember I said this case study assessment is based on the premise that you've got your technical competence. Should, for instance, we trigger an accounting standard or a tax legislation or an audit standard or a math principle that you're like, oh my word, I haven't done this in a very long time, you can access a whole library of our CTA videos and including CTA lecturing material. And that's where that will help you redevelop and enhance your technical acumen. For me, it's by far the best offering without having to pay additional fee for. The regular tasks that we will give you between the foundation phase, the development phase, and the demonstration phase, before we get to the assessment phase, including the mini case study assessment, will help you get you more practice before we get to the assessment phase. And like I said, we engage on a platform that we call the Viva Engage. This is the platform that you will see a whole universe of where you can chat to your fellow candidates, you can chat to your mentors, you can chat to your lecturing team or professional team, you can chat to your academic head, you can even chat to Ere in case the professional team is not delivering on anything. So it's really to provide you with the comprehensive support that I spoke about. And then we also want to hear from you by asking you some questions at the end of each phase to make sure that you can provide us with feedback. And that helps us, the feedback helps us provide the necessary attention to you. Just give me a second. Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. Then, lastly, and the last promise was to be recognized as an individual. Yes, we don't just take you like a number. You're not one of a million or one of 1,000. You will be recognized as an individual because you can, if you want to consult with any of the professional team members, including the academic head, you can go to Viva Engage and set up a consultation. Okay. Or talk to them on Viva Engage and schedule a consultation. And every candidate, you can schedule consultations of 30 minutes with any of the professional team members, and they will be happy to avail themselves or at their availability to schedule those private consultations. The caretakers also will regularly be checking up on you guys, or you can easily access them and ask them. I already saw the Meet Spare, the Meet Vanessa, etc., that are going through the chat to make sure that you are well taken care of. Another favorite of mine, personalized marking feedback. So as we write all these regular tasks, including the mini case study assessment and the 3 case studies in the assessment phase, you are not going to be told you've passed or you failed, or this is what you got, competent, borderline competent, limited competent, or not competent, and that's it. No, you're going to be getting a report of a personalized feedback that is only for you as an individual to say, right, this is your performance, and these are the good things that you've done, meaning these are your strengths that you must keep nurturing and making sure that you use them. And these are the things that did not go so well and that we want you to develop. And this is how you're going to, or we're going to assist you to develop them, or this is how you need to develop them. Okay. So, and this is our advice as to how to do it. So that full report on a task by task basis that includes your comprehensive personalized marking feedback, it's going to be a life changer to make sure that you move that limited competent outcome to a competent outcome and get certified. I spoke about personalized mentorship, where you select your own mentor and you engage with your mentor, and they help you with variety of things. They will help you with academic stuff, because most of our mentors are our markers in our program. So they understand what a case study is. They understand every single case study that you will be writing, just to make sure that when you ask them questions on an academic basis, they are able to show you where you've missed the mark, or to interpret your personalized marking feedback report, or to just explain concepts to you. Or they can assist you with non-academic stuff, your well-being, balancing work and studies and kids and etc. So that is personalized mentorship. Those are the things that they will assist you with. I already see Ketabahle saying, can we select mentors now, or do we have to wait till April? Generally, we wait till April for the mentors, so that we've got all of the mentors already in one sphere. Renati, I see you saying we're busy doing the welcomes and checking availability for 2025. Absolutely. So that by the time we get there, it's all system go. Thanks. Coaching. I spoke about the coaches that are also looking at your wellness and mental health. We bring those mentors to come and advise you guys on various things, like working together as a team, time management, balancing all this moving parts, or something as hectic as academic failure and just dealing with that. Those are the kind of things that the coaches help us work with you on. So you can see, guys, it's a packed program, and these are the things that I say by far puts us different to the other programs, and they're the things that you can expect from the program. Okay. Just push to the next slide, Ere. I think that was my last slide, but maybe whilst you're pushing to the next slide, team, any question? Any other question except those that were in the chat, in the chat? Ere?
Yes. No, thank you so much, Fedi. And we do have our CEOs busy telling the team that Fedi no longer does Justin Bieber. He does Taylor Swift this year. We have moved on with the times.
What is the?
Someone was saying that
Justin Bieber?
One of our candidates was saying that they remember you from the times when you used to do the Justin Bieber times.
The Justin Bieber. Oh my word! Back in the days, absolutely.
Yes, but maybe before you go, Fedi, there was a question which Linda asked, to say that handbooks. Do we need to purchase new handbooks, or can I use last year's one, and so forth?
Okay. I always have a very straightforward answer to say, if it's last year's ones, I will accept, because it's not, last year is not too far away from now. And they generally would not be significant changes between 2 years, or if there are any, you can be able to find other sources. But if you've got, call it 2021, 2022 handbooks or before, absolutely, you have to invest in this journey. Remember, we are building chartered accountants here, responsible business leaders. And this is a well sought after designation or professional designation. So I'm sure each and every one of us can spend about 3,000 ZAR to invest in our education. So please buy new handbooks. At least I'm not saying buy textbooks. You don't have to buy textbooks, okay? But handbooks, absolutely.
Two hands. One from the first one is Anthony, and the second one is Keta. Keta Batle.
I just wanted to ask, in terms of knowing where to start, how do you determine where do you start? Like I did my ITC in 2023, and now we are just beginning 2025. How do I know whether to start on Saturday or to start on the next phase, that is April going forward?
Thank you for that. The easy answer is always the earlier you start, the better, because you can also already start feeling confident as we build into the next phase. 2023 is a little bit a while ago, so you probably haven't been walking around with your handbooks for over 18 months. So I would say absolutely start now. If you are a 2023 ITC or any other program candidate, I would say start with us on Saturday. Start building a relationship with us. It's the cost differential and error will go through it. It's not that significant. It's actually insignificant. So I would say I want to see you in class on Saturday because it will really help also in us, including myself, to know what development areas you've got that we can start working on. Imagine I say your whole accounting, or not whole, but the significant portion of your accounting needs to be developed. At least you've got time to develop it between now and March, so that by April, when we kick off the development phase, you are really ready. Does that answer or give you a view? Cool. Right. The second hand is from Keta.
Hi, Freddie. Thank you. Ish, I think my question was still on the hand guides. Does this include the IFRSs, the auditing ones? I know definitely tax, but what about the others? Do you need to
Yes.
get new ones? Because as far as I'm, yeah, okay.
As far as continue, sorry.
As far as my knowledge, if my knowledge serves me correctly, there were no changes or that significant changes to IFRS and auditing. I know it was just the ISA 315, but
Oh,
okay.
you're talking from a change perspective. So
Yeah.
which year models do you have?
I think
Auditing definitely changed significantly from back in the days. So auditing, I would say definite buy, tax definite buy, including the acts. Well, I guess the tax the tax acts will come with the Companies Act and the other King, etc. Rendani, I'm not sure if you're able to voice over, but accounting, there are recent changes. IFRS 17 has come in. IFRS 18, I'm sure it's coming in.
okay.
Yeah. I would definitely say buy. Keta is only, I think, 1,000 rand. You just miss one dinner with you miss one date, then you've got a book and you're gonna be a CA, traveling the world, having multiple dinners. Okay.
Thanks,
Sharon,
Freddy.
Monica. Oh, it's Monica. Go for
Okay,
it.
thanks, Freddy. I just need your clarity on handbooks. Is the price part of your package price, or there's you sell them separately?
I would
I'll
let
take that for
Ere.
Freddy.
Yes, go for it.
Yeah, maybe while it's still hot, let me take that for Freddy. No, then books which are the 3 sets which Freddy and team have been talking about, they are not part of the tuition fee you have. We do have a package where we can buy on your behalf. Should you want us to do that? Yeah, I think the price is also there on our website. So it's not part of the tuition fee, but should you need us to assist you with purchasing those, we do assist.
Okay, thanks for the clarity.
Right. I think some of the questions are being, yeah, maybe as my team is responding to some of the questions, let me just proceed with maybe some of the questions will also be responded as I go through the general information. Right. Yep. So yeah, and as other areas as we're just going through, and is to say that in order for us to also best support you, we do have this structure. Freddy has already spoken, or at the beginning I've already spoken about the caretakers, those who will just be looking after your well-being. We have Spare, we have got Sihle, and we've got Vanessa, who are here to just continuously engage with you. And for the candidates who have also been with us previously, we have also taken some of your suggestion and some of the areas which would have some of the other aspects you loved about our platform, maybe some of the other areas which we need to develop. So what we have is that we've come up with a new process. One, the registration process has been fine-tuned such that at the beginning of as you register, maybe for those who are still going to register, please make sure that your information is as accurate, because what we have also done is that at the inception of the program, we will collect all necessary information which we need to utilize throughout the program, so that we are not consistently asking you for information. As I've noted, for us is to make sure that we enhance our program and we enhance the processes that you focus on developing on the different development area and fine-tuning those different skills which Freddy was referring to become that well-rounded business leader and expert. So for us, as I've noted, when you register with us, you provide us with the information. We are not going to come back again and ask for the similar information. We have a new platform where we have also centralized and just made the learning platform much more simpler, that you're able to access all your learning material, be the videos, be the lecture material, be the wellness documentation, be it just we have just centralized everything to make sure that as you register, your process is seamless. And one of the other aspects we have, as you register, once you finalize the registration, we'll create a OneDrive link for you. What the OneDrive does is that any information which is of a more personalized nature will be in that folder. What that will include is that your registration invoice will sit there. Your finance account link will sit in there. The different attempts, what Freddy was referring to, where we're going to provide you with the personalized feedback, that will also sit there, so that you can just continuously go check and to see any other areas which you need to address. Your profile and also your mental profile, you're able to just assess, and it's just going to be in one area, so that you're not just going around be looking for information. So we've just fine-tuned our process and also the learning platform to make sure that the process, your learning process, the learning platform supports your journey of becoming that well-rounded business leader. Freddy has noted Viva Engage. One of the things which I like about it, again, is that one of the limitation which would have, for example, with WhatsApp is that if we post an announcement and you come join later, that announcement you've missed. But what we have on Viva Engage, the moment you have registered, you'll be sent a link for Viva Engage. Any communication which are vital communication, what I'll call pin them for you. As you join, you're able to see what were the different important announcements. You're able to also in the same platform direct chat, engage with everyone, with the mentors, engage with the professional team, engage also with your caretakers. You're able to even direct message a particular person within that. And if you wanna escalate, you're even able to say that, you know what, I was talking to my caretaker, and I think this other matter which we're discussing, maybe it needs another person to have a look at. You're able to just call them in, and then the conversation goes in. So Viva Engage is one of the platforms which we believe that it will also best serve you to ensure that your learning process is also seamless and you're well supported in a more seamless manner. We have the query tool, which we use to say that if you have any other aspects, either from of a more personalized nature, either you need saying that I can't access my OneDrive, you are able to just log a query there to say that maybe I need this to be updated from a finance perspective. I want to upload. I think there was one question of saying that what if I'm with the employer? You don't need to wait for them to pay for you. You can after you've registered, you'll have access to the query tool. You're able to just load the confirmation that they will pay on your behalf, and we're able to onboard you. And as Feli has noted, you would have seen that we have got 4 phases: the foundation phase, the development phase, the demonstration phase, and the assessment phase. So what we also do is that we have got phase notes, and the first one, which is the foundation phase, is already out, and it's a nice guide because it gets to it tells you what are the objective for that phase, and it also takes you on a more details to say this is what you must look out for and this is what is expected out of you. So you can always use those phase notes, the phase note information in there to also benchmark to see how far you are and how you're progressing in the program. So the phase note is mainly coming from a technical perspective to say, for this particular phase, this is what you can expect. This is what we expect from you. And as an assessing to say, this is when you're saying that you're progressing well, this is where you need to be at. So we use the phase notes for that. And to supplement that, we have the monthly notes, which we use for just administrative nature. It's more for admin reminders, the timetable, the sharing of the material, and so forth. So those, for example, as I've noted, for those who are already registered and they've been onboarded, they already have access to the foundation phase. They know what Feli is going to be doing on Saturday in detail. They know what that entails. They know what's going to be happening in detail outside of the timetable in Feb. And when Feli is talking about these different technical acumen, which is going to be which we're going to be using the APC case studies and tasks to assess how you are and to further develop them, what that is. So the phase note does that, while the monthly notes are from just an administrative nature. I think we've spoken about the wellness in terms of the mentorship, in terms of the coaching sessions, which we will have, in terms of also the caretaking initiatives where our different caretakers will be talking about. Another platform which we also use is the booking form. So you'll see on an overall base, we use most of the Microsoft tools because we've seen this to be more efficient and they easily integrate. So should you wanna, what we do is that definitely make sure that my team from a professional team get their slots. They're able to book you're able to book the code. Once they've availed their booking slots, or you're able to just use the booking form to book the different slots with them to engage further on any other area which you need an assistance with, and you're also just able to just further engage. Like as I was saying, that first you have just this different platform to engage with us, but for us is to just have the different platform which will make sure that you're served efficiently and effectively, and we continuously make sure that any other area which we need to make sure that we enhance for the betterment of serving you, we'll definitely invest in that. We're agile, we're able to respond to your needs to make sure that you focus on developing those different skills, business acumen, critical thinking, articulating yourself well towards that highly competent outcome. That's what you need to focus on as we support you in terms of just the structure, the support structure, and the different admin aspects. And just as towards just to conclude, this is the registration journey. As I've noted in the previous slide, you'll complete an MS form, and once you've completed that, you'll be able to you will receive a welcome email, which will also have your login details, your normal login details, which you'll have access to our Viva Engage, where you're also able to engage with the team in case you need any further assistance in terms of finalizing your payment. We use different payment methods. When you register, if you pay through PayFast, you're automatically activated or onboarded within an hour. All the onboarding should be finalized, and you'll have access to the learning platform. If you use any other payment method, either you so yes, PayFast is the recommended one. For example, for those who, as I was noting, that if your employer is paying on your behalf and you need to load that confirmation that they're going to be paying on your behalf, or if you're settling the fees and then you have used EFT, you're able to load your proof of payment through the query tool, which you'll be able to access that through the login details which would have been created. And as noted, once that is done, you're able to access the learning platform the moment you're activated, and you become part of the community. As I've noted that on Viva Engage, you're able to engage with your fellow colleagues as professional. You're able to engage with the admin team, and as Fedi noted, you have access to even my academic head at any time. You can engage with him there, direct message, or just engage the entire professional team as a whole. We're able to continuously engage, and you have myself and my caretaking team to make sure that my professional team adheres to our timelines of making sure that you're well attended to, and we take care of you. And in terms of the pricing, I had in terms of saying that what's the difference between the comprehensive cost, which is starting this Saturday, and the professional cost, which are the cost which starts in April. So the tuition fee for this course, which is commencing, I'll say on Thursday, is 17,500, and this is the tuition fee, which is all inclusive of any of the material you'll have on our portal and the assessments and the different venue-based assessments. We do, as noted, we do have corporate arrangements. If your corporate is also just paying on your behalf, you're able to just load that proof on the payment tool, and depending on the arrangements we have with them, we do have different arrangements with multiple of corporates. We are able to immediately access the learning platform without the payment being processed. And in terms of the registration fee, we do have a registration fee which is payable, which is 25% of the tuition fee, and the balance is payable over 5 equal monthly installments. And those, as I've noted, that the subscriptions are done through PayFast, where is just gonna be processed through that payment channel. For our EPC returning candidates, we do acknowledge their loyalty for them to return back. So there are different discounts. The discounts are also available on our website. When you open, you'll see that if you're registered, depending on the program you're registered for, you're able to also claim the returning discount for that. And we also, for those who will be settling their fees, all of it upfront, there is an upfront discount of 5%. So it means that on the 17,500, you're going to be paying 95% of that when you process your payment. Registration, we do have a closing date, which is the 28th of Feb. But as we've noted, that for us, in order for you to make sure that you benefit and you're not playing catch up will say that you need to register as soon as possible. And as I've noted, the registration is available on our website. And I think maybe one of my team, please also do share the registration link with the team so that they can just easily click on it for ease of reference. So the registration is available through our website. And as I've noted, once you register through those 5 steps, the moment you register and you finalize the registration, you'll have your welcome letter, and you'll have the welcome letter just briefly also just go through a bit in more detail what we're going through now, and in terms of what can you expect from EPC, how our program is structured, your different support team, and how you can continuously engage with us. For us, really, we are here and just looking forward to make sure that we support you. I've got one more slide to go, but before I get to it, I'm just going to check if there's anyone who wants to ask anything further before I go on the last slide. I'm sure the team is responding to the chats. Okay. Thank you, Zelia, for sharing the link. All right. Anthony, you can go ahead. I see the chats are being responded. Thank you so much, team.
Okay, wanted to ask on the monthly subscription, it's like paying the 17,500 over how long?
So what will happen is that you pay is 17,000. So the registration fee is 25%, and then the 75%, which is about 12. Okay, the registration fee is 4,375 or 4,875. 25% of 17,500, and the balance is payable over 5 months. So it's 5 equal installments.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Let me check who is here. Vanessa, I have Muziwake there. Please, I registered for the APC professional course, I believe. Muziwake, we definitely will reach out to you to assist you to amend that. But I see the team is assisting. Anthony, was that what is my response? Was it adequate or anything else? I see your hand is still up. All right, I'm going to assume that's still a legacy hand. Just to wrap up on the delivery approach, I think I also saw a couple of questions. Our sessions are held online. All our sessions are based online via MS Teams. So you're able to access the classes wherever you are. And should you, for any reason, which Fedi and team and myself as well, do not always recommend, but we do understand that life do happens. Should you miss any session of the sessions after they are recorded, they are also uploaded for you to be able to catch them up in case you want to revise again, or you missed the session. You're able to access those. The timelines, again, my team is here. I can put them on the spot. The timeline in terms of the session, if this for today's session, by the end of tomorrow, this will be uploaded. So our timelines is that within 24 hours of the class being delivered, the video needs to be available on our learning platform. And also in terms of those who want to visit us, our campus is in Midrand, just opposite Gallagher Conference Center, which is also the APC venue for those who are based in Joburg or in Gauteng. We're based in Midrand, just opposite Gallagher Conference Center. You're also just able to just on Google, just type Endunamo, you'll be able to get to our campus. And as I've noted, our classes, the moment the class ends, all the classes are recorded and they need to be uploaded on our learning platform within 24 hours. 24 hours, I always tell the team that is the stretch, but you can also get it earlier than that. And in terms of the assessment structure, as Fedi has noted, the 3 assessments, which is the baseline case study, the final case study, and for those who are going to be sitting for the supplementary case study, they are all on a venue based. So what we do is that in terms of also just making sure that you prep and you plan accordingly, we can also already you also as we finalize the registration by towards April, when all the registration are finalized, we'll be able to also provide you with the exam letters, the leave letters, which you can then also use to already book for your leave for those particular days, because it is recommended that you actually book you take leave for those 5 days. The PRI gets released on a Friday. Friday, it is recommended that you take leave. Monday and Tuesday, you still take leave. Wednesday, definitely you'll need to take leave, because that's the day which you're going to be sitting for the assessment. So we provide you with the leave letter, which will have the 3 days, the 3 assessments, and the periods for those 3 assessments, so that you can use that for booking the leave in one single letter. As we progress, you'll get to also, for those who are doing this for the first time, you'll understand that the assessment is you write on it on your PC, but it's not only limited to that. Is that there is a software writing tool which you use, which limits couple of functionality on your laptop to ensure that there is no sharing of responses. So what we also do, we get to understand what the tool has, and we offer you support. And what we have done from our side, we even recommend for you to start using the software much even before the assessment from the baseline. But even the mini case studies, we host them on the software tool, so that you can get used to it. Because when you go sit for the assessment come December, you're going to be using that tool, and there's no any other way. So it's better for you to be to continuously just get used to it and train to get used to it. In terms of the venues, as we've just discussed, we do have venues on the main centers. Like, for example, as I've noted, our campus is also, we use it also as for those 3 case studies, which I said that they're venue based. Our campus, we use it as a venue, but we also supplement it by a venue which is just opposite Galaga Conference Center, which is also as we're saying, that you get to experience the logistics of, not only the logistics, and also sometimes I always say that if you're writing an assessment at the comfort of your home versus when you're writing it at a venue which is packed by others having their own stress managing techniques, it's always best that you also get used to that. So we have our standard venues. We have in Midrand, we have a standard venue in Durban. We have a standard venue in Cape Town CBD, in Polokwane, and in Harare. So those are our standard venues, because that's where the concentration of our candidates are. But we also do have venues in the likes of Pietermaritzburg, East London, and sometimes even Bombela, so and Bloemfontein. But what determines how we get to secure a venue is that we need to have at least 15 candidates in that particular area who are sitting for the assessment, in order for us to book that particular venue. And should we not be able to secure a venue because for a particular area maybe there are only 5 candidates, we do host the venues on an online based, but that is provided that we are not offering the venue. So it's not that you have an option of writing either in Midrand or online. So there is not that flexibility, because for us it's important that you get to experience you get to experience writing at a venue. So in those cases, we do have also the online online platform which we use to also for you to sit for the assessment online. We do have also the invigilation process, which we also do that. So you also need to just make sure that those are adhered to ahead of you also sitting for the assessment, and we do also support you in that regard as well. The assessments, as we know that as a professional program provider, the different institutes give us the mandate of saying that you need to develop these professionals, ready them to sit for the assessments, but they need to be ready. And then that's where the eligibility criteria comes in to say that in order for you to sit for the assessment, these are the different criteria. On the first session, and I believe, on the first couple of sessions, Fedi will also take you through in detailed the eligibility criteria. But as soon as you're also registered, this is also shared with you so that you get to see that in order for me to attain the Endonoma Professional Course Certificate, this is what is required. And as we've noted, for us, the main objective is to make sure that we support you, we develop you, we partner with you to become that well-rounded professional and also pass APC with flying colors. So the eligibility criteria is there as long as we're partnering in this journey together. Yes, so I think this is the end of my presentation, but I would want to just also see, as I think some of the questions which were asked, the duration of the program, Fedi spoke about it when he was going through the phases, the challenges, the platform. We spoke about it, that we use Microsoft tools, and then we have Viva Engage as our main communication platform with the professional team and the administrative team and also the management team. And the handbooks, I think Fedi and hopefully Randani also addressed the accounting one. Any other aspects we need to discuss before we can have all of you in the class come Friday, come Saturday? I know Fedi keeps on referring to the class on Saturday, but we do also have a session on Thursday. The session on Thursday you'll see is just mainly just going through our different learning platform, because for us it's just to make sure that before you kickstart, you are well versed in terms of the different of the learning platform, how Viva Engage works, how the query tool works. So the online team and myself are going to be there on Thursday to make sure that we take you through that before Fedi can come through on Saturday to take you through the professional development and just developing you with the different skills to become that well-rounded business leader. The hand I see is Anthony. I'm not sure if this is a new hand or a legacy hand.
Legacy hand, sorry.
Not a problem. Anything else? I'm looking forward to having all of you for this program to register and attend. So if there's anything else, yes, please let's stretch them out. Fedi expects a full class on Saturday. Engage with us. Let's make sure that we get you to register and finalize the registration and have you there. Great. I think all the, I see the team was assisting with responding to the chats. Anything else? What are you guys looking forward to? Fedi is here. He's going to be handling the Saturday class. What must he warm up to? What can, I think for us, it's just that we are just here in the journey and we're really excited to have you in our program. Right, team, I see that there's a request for the link. for the sessions. But yeah, I think maybe one of the other aspects, anyone who's here, you're definitely gonna receive the links. If you're not yet registered, you're gonna receive the link for Thursday session. And I believe that we're gracious enough, and even the session for Saturday, you'll receive it. Just make sure that if you wanna just check Fedi on the other side, he promised to be well behaved also on Saturday. So the team will definitely share with you the links. Nothing to worry about. Before the end of tomorrow, you will have the links for both the Thursday and the Saturday class. Sandy?
Hi, one last question from my side. What is your pass rate generally overall?
Is above, if you're, so it's not general. Our pass rates are published in terms of SAICA, but on an overall base, that the candidates who we send to SAICA, we are always above the SAICA pass rate. We're going to start tracking the ICAS pass rates, because the last year was our first year being accredited by ICAS. But otherwise, yeah, I see the team is also sharing some of those other nitty-gritties of our pass rates and the different candidates we've partnered with to ensure that we cross the line with them and celebrate with them.
Thank you. Specifically, CIMA to SAICA, do they pass well on your course?
Renani responded to that a bit. So what we had is that we had the first cohorts for CIMA last year, and the flyer there, all the candidates we sent to SAICA, as I noted that was the first one. So we achieved 75% pass rate. We're hoping for the best also for 2024. See, now I have a twin logging in and causing echo as well. But yeah. So those are some of the stats, and yeah, and also in terms of CIMA is as we've noted that we have the program, which we have a full year of candidates who go through our program, and after they've gone through our program, they jump into APC. But for this year, you would have seen that we have also introduced a half-year program for CIMA professionals, which starts also now in Jan and ends in April, for those who want to just also further enhance or further develop their technical skills.
Thank you.
What is your ICAS previous pass rates? As I've noted, we have only been accredited by ICAS last year, so we are eagerly waiting for the results, which are going to be released now in Feb, and we're hoping for the best come Feb, because that was this is the first year which we're going to be receiving the results from an ICAS perspective. Right. I think my CEO wants to drop. He's raised his hand. I'm gonna let him come through.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Ere. Am I audible?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Yes, I think I just joined in maybe to quickly speak to those that may be pursuing this via the ACC and the CIMA pathway agreements. And I think one of the things that we have seen and what will soon become evident is just the difference in approach between the two final case studies. Because if you look at the CIMA case study, it's not as technical from the core disciplines when we talk about the likes of your financial reporting, your financial management, and so on. It is one of the case studies that is really good when it comes to strategy and contributing at a strategic level. And one of the things that I'd like to just bring your attention to is that one of the key fundamental assumptions with regards to the APC is that you are an entry-level chartered accountant. Whereas when you complete CIMA, you are assumed to be a senior finance manager, and to some extent, even a CFO, reporting and engaging sometimes with the board directly. But because in the APC, you are supporting management, you are then expected to be a lot more technical than what you might have seen from an a CIMA perspective. And from an ACCA perspective, the biggest difference is the level of integration when it comes to the APC. Because with ACCA, you have the flexibility to do your qualification on a modular basis. But here we are talking about a case study that might have a total of 8 emails, and 2 of those emails are accounting, 2 are audit, 1 is tax, 1 is strategy, 1 is finance, and the other is management decision making, in addition to just providing a context to the case study. And with the ACCA candidates that we had last year, because that was the first time, the biggest feedback was that because they said we are a little bit overwhelmed to be able to deal with everything at once, because we took a modular, we took a 3-month gap while we are preparing for the other, then we wrote, then another 3 months, but now you are expecting us to bring all this thing together. It does require quite a bit of an adjustment. And if you are saying that, yes, maybe I'm still not so clear about what that really looks like, one of the things that I'll encourage you to do, I see Oswald here on the chat, he's shared our ABC Open Day that we had on Saturday. I'll strongly encourage you to take some time to just go through that. We have properly indexed it and we clarified where we talk about the technical, and you can have a good view in terms of what that entails. But the other thing that we want to just make sure that everyone that is registered in our program, they get the best value. You then have the flexibility to attend the first few classes for the APC program and the first few classes for the bridging program at no obligation at all, so that by the time you then make your investment, you are clear that I'm making my investment and I'll be able to see it through. The last thing we want is to have people that pay and drop off because they're saying that maybe it's a little bit too demanding, that they have to juggle the APC and bridge their technical knowledge. So please come to those initial sessions. It might require a little bit stepping out from a schedule so that you're able to meet those sessions. But I think for me, that will be so fundamental in terms of what? In terms of making that decision that, do you need a bridging course, or are you good to then do it? Are you good to jump into an APC program directly? So that is something that I just wanted to share and just make sure everybody's on board. And after attending, you can then reach to myself or reach out to the MD or any of our support team and just talk to us and say, yes, this is what you've seen. You heard that we're going to go into if at this detail. I'm not there. Oh, I heard and I'm remembering this from my undergrad and so on. I'm good to go. That's all what we want. We just want to make sure all your investment is really delivering the value that you expect from us. All right. Thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you very much. Yes, I think, yeah, from our side, it's really that aspect. For us, we want to make sure that when you partner with us, you are more informed and you make that informed decision. But for us, is that we want to work with you the journey to success, to become that well-rounded business leader, the responsible business leader. And as the CEO was saying that, please, should there be anything, Peter, you also with the team, with my professionals who are here, you're also just welcome to drop them my link. They're able to just they can also get those slots for those maybe who are CIMA or ARCA, saying that, do I do APC professional? Do I do ABC half year? Do I do ABC full year? what is the structure. You're also welcome to just engage with myself directly, and let's thresh it out, and let's get to understand you and your pressure points, your background, and we can just engage further to say, therefore, which program will best suit you. And I think also the opportunity of attending the different sessions to just assess where you are before you make that informed decisions. It's also open for us. It's just to let's support you best so that you become that well-rounded professional, and you make those informed decisions that come 2025, you would have achieved that which you have purposed for the year and which you have worked towards. So the team, we are here to support you. And if there's anything, please do reach out. Let us and the team support you towards achieving those goals which you have. Maybe as a wrap up, there's Fedi. I always, my academic head can take the difficult questions. I take the wellness one. Why is there such a big gap between African versus Indian versus white?
Sounds like a research paper. Keta, I think you've got to choose whether you've got an hour for me to unpack it, or should I try to squeeze it in a minute? The short
You can squeeze
and the
Ferdy.
long of it. Sorry, Keta.
No, I was saying you can squeeze.
Oh, you don't want an hour. I see. Let's leave that for Saturday. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's historic. I think it just is not in the CA profession where you see those kind of results. It's multifaceted in a number of issues. One could say exposure. I think we used to talk a lot about exposure to say our candidates as they come through, yes, they may have passed the academic programs, ITC, etc. But when they get to APC, they haven't worked sufficiently to be exposed, whereas the Indian and white counterparts have been going to work with their parents from a very young age, and they've worked in their parents' businesses. Excuse that. They understand the business models of what a business is. And that is exposure. Sometimes there used to be an argument on language. Yeah, it could have played a part in contributing to the diversions in the results as well. Yeah, I will need an hour to unpack language as well in terms of contribution. I guess also a number of things from a socioeconomic perspective. There certain struggles that I guess Africans struggle with, or they are juggling a couple of balls relative to their white counterparts, which are usually quite set up, and they're not juggling those balls, and they could be factors. But I think the nature of our existence as EPCs that let's provide the necessary support to all those research results as to what is causing the divergence in the results, and make sure that our candidates are equally equipped to sit and pass this assessment. Thanks. Oh,
Thank you, Fedi. You were right on time. You used your 2 minutes very well. Thank you so much. The CEO is watching, saying that do I need to fire the managing director and the academic head in one go?
Thank you.
And Fedi is also one of those saying that you will be asking Ede, tell your people to finish. It's time. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for coming through. We truly appreciate it. Peter has shared also a link if you want to further engage with myself. You're welcome to do so. But otherwise, as we've said, we're looking forward to having you in the program. We cannot wait to engage further. I'm also with Fedi. That gap that is the existence of Endunamo. Actually, Endunamo got to exist to say that how do we make sure we narrow the gap? Thank you and have a good night.